What's up, people of the world? It's your girl, Lala.
And your boy, Siobhan.
And you are listening to
Talk That Shits.
With the Melvins.
Yay. I was trying to, do it without, how you
can't.
do it.
You don't know how.
Maybe, what's up, people of the world?
Who talks like that?
Who talks like that? So, what's up? What's up?
You're childish.
How you feeling?
Great, as usual.
You ready for this good one today? We really, honestly, we really can't even, talk, have a little pre-discussion because this podcast is going to be super crazy long. So
it's really not going to be super crazy long.
Okay.
Our podcasts are always an hour.
This is going to be 2 hours.
Or just barely over an hour.
It's going to be 2 hours.
It's not going to be 2 hours. I'm not recording for 2 hours.
Okay.
So I doubt that it'll be 2 hours. One, who wants to listen to a 2 hour podcast? Two,
people listen to a lot of people podcasts that's 3 hours plus.
Seriously, like at one time they just sit and listen to a full 3 hour podcast.
The Rogan, his podcasts all are 2 hours to 3 hours podcasts.
That's nuts, bro.
You gotta think having a conversation with somebody can last a long time.
I mean, I guess
why cutting it out.
That's true.
You're talking about good stuff, so
I wish you stopped moving so much though. We sitting on the same thing, and you moving a lot.
No, that's not that. That's my body weight.
You're annoying.
So
does this count as your topic or my topic?
Conjoined topic.
Conjoined topic?
Yes, I mean it's the Melvin's topic. It's a good topic.
It's the Melvin.
But I will say that you put forth the effort to make it huge. No, actually, this is your topic because we had a discussion about this, and then you were like, ding. I wonder.
I mean, I always wonder. That's usually where our topics come from because my mind just wonders and wonders and wonders and wonders all the time. But yeah, we were having a conversation about. I don't know how the conversation got started. I think we may have been watching.
We was watching TV
or something
popped
on
up.
social media. I mean, usually.
No, we were watching a show we was watching Candy on Hulu, and that commercial just kept popping up. And I was like,
it was.
Is this a known thing? And then we went and
and did research and shit.
And we were like, whoa.
You guys are probably like, okay, what the fuck are you talking about? Erectile dysfunction commercials kept popping up. And so we were like, the way they kept popping up, we were just trying to figure out if this is like a real thing. You know, we know it's real, but do this many people suffer from, or this many men suffer from erectile dysfunction? Why they are blasting these commercials? What is it?
It was blasting every single commercial was in,
or every commercial break had a ED commercial to it.
Or what is it? Him commercial that with the pill. It was Viagra, and more Viagra. And I was like, what is this a thing?
Yeah. So from there, we did our research.
Super research.
And we found that for a lot of men, it starts very, very early on in age, 25?
They said from 25 and 27, you start seeing a decrease.
Yeah. So you start having your first show of erectile dysfunction situations, symptoms and shit.
Because of other things happening in your body.
Right.
So it's damn.
Yeah, so things like smoking, drinking, the foods that you eat or don't eat. You know what else we looked up? Well, we didn't look it up, but that kind of went with that.
What?
Was about penis size. Remember? And it was saying like if you don't use your penis, then it can't get
Oh,
smaller
it
because
can
it's
get
a muscle.
right. Like we was like, what?
I think that's like a whole nother conversation, but it
Definitely.
just popped in my head when we was talking about research. But yeah, so
it's a muscle. That's what we gotta say.
right. So
It's a real functional muscle that has blood flowing through it, and it needs to be worked out.
we just were really perplexed by the information that we had found because it's like, I don't know, it just seems so
Unreal.
I don't want to say it's unreal because, like I said, we know it exists.
Right.
I think to the magnitude in which it exists is what's so like shocking.
Right.
Like 25 is young. Hell, 30 is young.
Right.
35 is young. So it's like for men to so early on in their life struggle because sometimes it doesn't necessarily have to be that you like smoke or drink or that you eat or don't eat certain things, but I think sometimes like those things, is it hereditary maybe?
Low testosterone, like when I
Low
read that.
testosterone.
Yeah, like I saw that. Like that's just something that's not being developed in your body. And I saw like
So hormones.
hormones in your body. Like it's just how you were born.
But I wonder if having things like low testosterone are, oh my word, are hereditary. Like, is that something that like
We might have to look that up.
the family struggle, like the men in your family have struggled with low testosterone or like high blood pressure, which is why that you may have high blood pressure or low testosterone, which may cause something like ED. You feel me?
You know what's crazy about that? Like the low blood pressure and the high blood pressure stuff. Like when they say it's like family, I would love to talk to somebody that's like know that it can be jumped from like family to family because I feel as though that's kind of like far fetched, and that's just my feelings on it because it's like, do you look at my blood closely or closer because the other men in my family had, or the other women in my family had high blood pressure? But it's like, who's to say that a certain level makes you have like high blood pressure or low blood pressure?
I think what it is it's not necessarily like, oh, okay, well, your dad has high blood pressure and his dad had high blood pressure, so you're going to have high blood pressure. I think it's more so along the lines of you have to understand that everything is generational.
Right.
Right? So if my dad's dad and his dad all were like bad eaters, right? Like it just was something that they never thought about. They never thought about eating. They were like, oh, okay, well, I'm skinny, I don't have to work out. Or they felt like, if I don't have to go to the doctor, I must be healthy, right?
Right.
This is something that it's gonna get passed down because it's kind of like that's the example that was set and that's the example that you follow unless you choose to change it. Right. So when you get to a certain age, or like your mom tells you, your grandfather and your great grandfather and your father, they all have high blood pressure, and then you find out why they have high blood pressure, or you find out why they have diabetes, and you're like, okay, well, no one took care of themselves.
Right.
I'm gonna do my due diligence. I'm gonna take care of myself. I'm gonna do the necessary things that I need to do to make sure that doesn't happen to me. Granted, I do think there are cases where you don't or are not able to control it.
Right.
I think that's with anything, right? But I think for the majority, why they say that is because everything is generational, from the things that we do, the things that we say, how we raise our kids, all of that. It's all generational. And if you don't change it, then 9 times or more times than not, I'll say, you're going to suffer from the same things that those before you suffered from.
Yeah, because they'd be like, oh, you're going to get high blood pressure. And you'd be like, well, how'd the grandpop and daddy die? they were some drinkers. It's like, I don't even drink. Like, what
Right.
are you talking
So
about?
then it's like, okay,
They
well,
they smoke cigars all day and drink all night, and it's like,
yeah. So it's like, okay, well, they smoked, they drank. Not only did they have high blood pressure, just using this as an example,
right,
they also, both of them struggled from ED, right? Or symptoms of ED, or had a mild case of ED or a major case of ED, whatever the situation may be.
yeah. What was crazy is
Then that's something that somebody keeps saying to you.
right.
Your grandfather and your father, they both had ED because they had high blood pressure or they had diabetes. And it's like, okay, so why does that mean that I'm going to have it? Naturally, they're going to tell you that because generations.
Right.
They just think automatically that you grew up with them in their household, that you're going to be just like them.
Right. But what you know is crazy though? The discussion ain't even about ED. It's about
I mean, but it is, because that's where it starts.
yeah, but what about the people that don't have ED? And we were talking about like what they actually do. Like, there's people in the world that be like, I don't have ED, but I'm gonna take this Viagra that's gonna be going on right now.
No, I know, but the conversation started because of the ED commercials.
Okay.
And we went from there going into the people that don't have ED and the whole like male enhancement, surgeries, elongating and surgeries. And
I don't believe that's a real thing.
it is.
I just can't. I cannot believe it's a real thing. Like, enhance this thing. Like,
It is.
like make it bigger.
Because you
Like,
got
you lying from now on. You get enhancement on the 20th, from the 21st down on. You are lying to everybody you engage with.
it doesn't matter.
He's so well and dumb. It's like
It doesn't matter. Enhancements or Viagra. You pop a Viagra before you have sex, but it's like you don't say nothing. It's not like you're out there flaunting that you popping Viagra to the woman that you're sleeping with, right? So they'll never know. So they automatically are just assuming, oh my God, he lasts so long. This is unheard of.
this is Superman.
Or I don't even really know what Viagra does. Like, I don't really know. I don't know what it does. Do you?
From reading it, it's just, I guess it,
Let's look it up real quick.
because they said that it duration, or it allows you to get back up. I don't know. Read it. You need your glasses.
Oh, so it's crazy because it says it can treat erectile dysfunction. It can also treat high blood pressure in the lungs. I don't know what that is.
What?
Oh, pulmonary arterial hypertension.
Well, I know from basketball, hypertension being extended.
So, what does Viagra do to a person? Helping you have and maintain an erection. I thought it was for stamina and to last long. See, because that's the idea that people have been planting, that it's to make you last longer. But actually, no, it's not at all. It states that
So, okay. So let me ask you a question. What is your definition of having stamina during sex?
What do you mean? What is your that don't even make sense.
Because stamina can be like
stamina.
Stamina can be
Are
like
you from Massachusetts?
Shut up. Stamina can be like
Minnesota?
Shut up. Can be like we ejaculate and then we're right back up. You know what I mean? That's like, oh, he has stamina. Or
Is
it can
it?
be. I don't know. What is stamina during sex?
What is stamina? Period.
How long you last?
Does it have more than one meaning? That's not one of those words that you give more than one meaning.
Stamina mean you can keep going.
Okay.
But people that have stamina, sometimes they get knocked out, but they can get back up and keep going. You get what I'm saying?
They still going.
Okay.
It specifically states though it's used to get an erection. It didn't say it's used
For stamina.
or that it's meant for you to last or for you to keep going. Yeah, so it's like,
So it's not even what people think it is.
How long does it last? Between 2 and 3 hours before its effect starts to diminish. Can last up to 5 hours depending on your dosage, your body's metabolism, and other external factors.
So if I have fast metabolism and I take the pill, does it mean it's not going to work? like, does it sit in like your blood cell, like your blood?
Women can take Viagra too. Why am I so like oblivious to all of this? Not that I want to take it. I'm about to say. No, I don't mean it like that. It's just like I didn't know that it went that far. Like, I don't know, you see in the movies or you hear people around you talking about things like taking Viagra, and in our heads we've been conditioned to, you guys close the doors. They are closed. No, they're not. I can hear one of them. I just heard him. They're in Nathan's room. Well, his door is open. I keep hearing Colin running back and forth. Oh. What was I saying? Oh, yeah, we've been conditioned to be like, oh, Viagra, he wants to go for a long time. Is that what it is? Is it that? Like, because I feel like even if you can go for a long time, can your girl go for a long time? Or the person that you're engaging with go for a long time? Like, what is the purpose of Viagra if you don't need it? You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
Because if its purpose is to make you erect / because it lasts so long, go longer.
Right.
What is the purpose of taking it if you don't have someone to go longer with? So therefore, to me, it seems like the people that take it because they can't get it up. Not because it's fun to last longer, but you just can't get it up. Because what if your partner doesn't want to keep going?
That makes it even worse. That makes it even worse.
See, look.
That makes it even worse.
I'm just saying.
Look, we just did this. That makes it even worse to me. That makes it even worse. That means you not getting. To me, that means a lot of people are having sex that don't even like the partner. They just like the act of it. And they need something to get them hard. To even get themselves off.
But it doesn't get you off. You have to have sex.
No. I'm saying to get. I'm saying get hard. Like damn, I want to have sex right now. I'm horny, but my woman don't get me to that.
What does it have to do? Why does it have to have something to do with her?
Shit, this is getting.
Why can't it just be that you don't have the necessary tools within you to get to where you need to get to get things started? I'm just saying, like,
the necessary tools.
People love to blame. Oh, my woman don't do it for me. No, brother, you don't do it for you.
So let me ask you a question then. If you think it's like that both ways, right? So what? If you don't have the necessary tools for you to let's say you're a woman, right? And you're like, I just don't feel like I want to have sex with my significant other. That means you don't have the tools to get yourself in the.
That's not what you said.
Go ahead. We still got kids here.
That's not what you said. What you said was, my woman can't get me to like she can't get me up. She don't make me hard. Like she doesn't arouse me. That's what you said.
I did.
That's not the same thing.
So let me ask you.
You said as a woman you don't want to have sex with your partner. Period. That means you don't fucking like them. That you're not aroused by them. You're not turned on in any way, shape, or form. There's two. That's different.
Okay, this is.
You knowingly don't want to be sexually engaged with this person. That's totally different than you saying, I want to have sex with this person, but
your body's telling you no.
Yeah.
Which is why they probably have woman Viagra and Viagra.
No, What it says for women is that women use it.
For glasses.
Shut your ass up.
To see better.
It says can cause more sensitivity and stimulation, causing the person taking it to become more aroused. More aroused. Not get you aroused. More aroused. So therefore, it is an actual enhancement for women. For men, it is a solution.
We have to do some.
Men have to use it in order to get to a certain place. Women use it just to make extra. There's a difference. It's not we can't get wet, we don't want it, you're not amazing, this, that, and the third. It's not fun, it's not enjoyable. It's simply, hey, maybe a little more enjoyable, a little more fun.
Can you stop with the neck?
I'm just saying. That's what that's saying.
A little bit more fun.
Yeah, so it's like what it sounds like to me is that the men that claim, oh yeah, I take it because, it makes me go longer. Nah, brother, you take it because you can't get it up. And just be real about it. I wonder how many men that actually suffer from ED, or whether it be mild or severe,
actually know that they're suffering from ED.
No. Talk to their partner. They know they are. Come on now, if your dick go limp, you're not. No, something ain't right.
So you're saying like if you get limp, then you're like, damn, I know.
Come on, what else would you be? What else would you? If this happens all the time, I'm not gonna be like, oh yeah, it's her. Oh, I wasn't in the mood. That's an excuse. You're gonna continue to tell yourself that before you tell yourself what it really is, because you don't want to believe that that's what it really is.
So if you get limp, then it's yourself all the time.
Yes. If it's all the time, a reoccurring situation, yes. But if it's just like, oh, we having sex right now and okay, maybe I wasn't really, maybe I didn't really want it at the moment, and she really did. You know how women be like, I didn't really want it, but he wanted, so I just let him have it. I'm just gonna fake it. I think men can fake it too. It just gets to a certain point where they can't fake it, and you can't fake that you're faking because your shit gonna limp. I'm just saying. So it's like,
you really think a man can fake it?
Yeah. Any man, well, I ain't gonna say any man, but there are men, like let's say you don't want to have sex, right, with your current partner. Let's say you've fallen completely out of love with your partner, out of lust. There's just nothing there, but you're scared to say so, right?
Right.
You don't necessarily want to leave the situation because it's not that you don't care about the person, or let's just say you don't want to hurt their feelings, right? So you don't leave the situation and they're like, oh my God, I want to have sex, right? Mm-hmm. You could think of something that turns you on, but that's only going to last so long. So your shit's going to go limp mid session. No? You don't think so?
This is crazy.
You don't think so?
I don't know. I don't know.
What you mean?
I don't know. Like, I just don't know. I feel like, sorry, it's not happening to me. I'm sorry. It's not. Sorry.
So you're basically saying you can't relate, and so it's hard for you to.
Yeah, I can't. That's something I cannot relate to, because I feel like when you say faking, it's like faking. Like, I know I'm not coming no time soon. So I need to fake like I came. You know what I mean? Because it's gonna be a long night. Not know, and you still like pew. I feel
like you came.
Like it's a long night. Say you do like 2 or 3. That's what I'm saying. You do like 2 or 3, right? And you're like, I know this one is going to be very long, but I see that she's getting tired, so I'm gonna act like I ain't. That's what I'm like.
Who are you having sex with?
No, I'm saying this is when you say like faking. This is what I'm seeing. How you're faking it.
You got to stop with your imagination is the worst.
Okay, cool. Let's go.
All right. Anyway, so we're gonna have a few people. We're having a few people call in, a few men that said they were open to the discussion of male enhancements slash sex slash ED and, you know, how they feel about it, et cetera, et cetera. So we're going to have a few people be calling in pretty soon here. I'm super excited.
I know it's going to be crazy.
Because, yeah, it's just like, I mean, we don't often have people on the show.
No.
You know, nobody's coming in, but we are having someone or, you know, a few people call in to give their opinions and their perspectives, you know, or to share information that we may not know or things that we don't quite understand.
Yeah, because this is one of those topics that we were blown away.
Reading the information.
And even like us reaching out, asking people, like you asked some people, I didn't ask anybody. Just hearing the response of people being like, "Oh yeah, that's a thing," and it's like,
oh, when we were talking to your mom, talk that shit with the Melvins. What's up? What's your name? Where you from?
Dan Hill, San Bernardino, California.
All right,
what's
Dan.
up?
What's going
man?
on?
How you doing?
I'm doing good. How y'all doing?
We good. So, you know why you're here. We're talking about male enhancements. So when I say male enhancements or sex, okay, we're talking things like surgeries, like, you know, people get elongated surgeries, people do Viagra, people get all type of infomercial pills, just all kind of stuff, right? How do you feel like about the whole subject of like ED and male enhancements? Like, what are your thoughts on that?
I mean, honestly, it depends. Now, if you old, whatever the case may be, getting up there in age and, you know, you're not working the same, wherever the case may be, then I understand you taking enhancements, wherever the case may be. Now, if you my age or like 18, 20, 25, wherever the case may be, and you taking enhancements and stuff, obviously you're not satisfied with what you got and you can't satisfy the woman that you got. So I just feel like there's ways you can satisfy your partner without having to get the enhancements and shit like that. I don't trust them. I ain't never did enhancements or anything like that. So
that was, and it's crazy because when we were researching, we found from age 25 to like between like 25 and like 40 something is when a lot of men is when a lot of men start to see symptoms of ED. So it's just like
right.
Yeah. So it's like I get why some people say like they feel like they need certain things, but then it makes you also say when you do your research, what am I putting in my body? Because that's the thing. Am I smoking? Am I drinking? Am I eating?
Right.
You know, am I not eating the proper way or a way that's like good for me to be eating or whatever the case may be?
Yep.
So a lot of men take Viagra, right? A lot of men take
Viagra.
But we just looked it up because how it's been explained to us, and you tell us if it's been the same way for you. It's been explained to us that Viagra is for lasting purposes.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I thought. Viagra is to make the sex last longer.
Okay. Yeah, no. When we looked it up, it specifically states it is to get an erection. Period. That's what it says.
Oh,
right. That's the first thing we said. Like, whoa. So
that's different,
right? So my question is like, if you know that you have that problem, would you share it with your partner if you had to do that, or is that something off the table to be like, nah, I'm not going. I don't want her to know that I got to take this.
I feel like this, your partner will find out eventually. I mean, especially if you guys is doing it or whatever the case may be like that, sexually active, and then you just all of a sudden stop being sexually active, wherever the case may be, she gonna know something is up. So I feel like it's best to say it to your spouse. Hopefully your spouse don't like, you know, my spouse be laughing and shit at jokes and shit. So hopefully they ain't joking and shit about it. But like, if it's something serious like that, I feel like talk to your spouse, see what the steps you can do, go from there. Now, Viagra is one of the steps, so be it. But Yeah, that's tough. I didn't know that. That's different.
And that's what we were saying too. Like it's just been implanted. Like, oh, Viagra, you want to last longer, but no, it's strictly it. That's what it says. It's strictly to get an erection that lasts longer. Doesn't mean it's gonna make you go longer.
Yeah, it's not
but
gonna make you. Yeah, it's kind of like a false. It's like a false prophet. You know, it's like, ooh, this is what's gonna happen, and you're like, yeah, it's because of this. It's like, no, it's not. It's actually because you believing in yourself.
Right. So
just false advertisement altogether.
Exactly.
Might take it and never stop doing it. Shit. That's different.
Exactly. So, in having sex, right? Whether it's with a partner or random one night stands, whatever the case may be, what do you feel is the most important part about sex? And I only ask because that's really what all of this is surrounded by. I mean, you can't have sex if you can't get an erection. So it's like, for these men, what is it, why it is that you decide to go the route of enhancements or pills or whatever the case may be? Because if it's like, if you feel like, oh, okay, well, to me, what's most important is that she's satisfied. She may want to make sure that I'm satisfied too, but I'm sure that there are other ways in doing that. What are your thoughts?
I feel like that's a tough one. Yikes. Because you do want to satisfy your partner, but at the same time, what you doing it for if you're not satisfying yourself? So, I'll plead the fifth one. I wouldn't know what to do with it. I wouldn't know what to do with it. Because if I can't get mine's off, but I can get yours off, that's just I gotta go see a doctor or something. Because that's tough.
Eventually, it will get frustrating. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, she comes every single time, and I'm sitting here, and I enjoy that she's having a good time, but at the same time, it's like, damn, I want to have a good time too. So it's like, is it? It's not. I think like.
Does that make you stingy?
Right, and
does that make you stingy?
And that's why I said.
I mean, it does a little bit, but at the same time, your partner wants you satisfied at the same time too. So I would think your partner would feel some type of way if you keep constantly having sessions and shit, and then you not getting your rocks off, but she's getting rocks off. I just feel like she will take that wrong. Like, so what the fuck am I doing that's not right?
Exactly.
So I feel like it goes both ways. So
exactly, especially if you don't tell her that you have an issue. Like, let's say you know, but you're so like embarrassed behind it. Because I can imagine a man being embarrassed behind that. And you don't say anything, and then every single time it's just like about her. She gonna be like, nigga, what the fuck?
Yeah,
what's really going on? Like, then it turns into, well, who you sleeping with? Because you don't want to sleep with me. So who you? And it just, everything just starts to trickle into something else over and over, and it's just like, why do all of those things?
But do you make excuses?
What do you mean? What do you mean? Do you make? You like why she's asking? Do you make? Excuses?
I mean, do you make excuses
like
at that point until you find out? Like, what the? Because I feel like every man's ego doesn't want to come.
That's true too.
Every ego don't want to be like, oh, I have. You watching a commercial and you like, all those symptoms they're talking about is me. But no.
Facts. And you might want to. You might slip in and be like, "Yeah, I need to do that." So I get it.
Gonna do that. So it's like, do you even? It's like, what? When do you have to have that conversation? Because I know for a fact there are men out there that would never want to have that conversation.
Right.
About them.
I feel like those people right there, though, your situation will never get fixed. If let's say if you move on and go to the next person, you're still going to have that same situation no matter what. So I feel like if you just face the situation straight on, as soon as you find out or find out in a couple of sessions, wherever the case may be, you go, oh shit, something ain't right. Like, maybe I do need to go get checked out or some shit. So I feel like soon as you know, I feel like you should tell your partner at the same time.
But do you think there are men in the world that'd be like, they'll push it off for the whole...
Oh, they'll push it off for the rest of their life.
Right, just to blame it on other people because they don't want to be like, you know what, I have a problem.
Right.
Yep, and then they're just going about it, taking the enhancements, the pills, whatever the case may be, just feel like they need to go fix the problem and shit. So, man, that's tough. I don't want to go through that.
That's okay. That's super unfortunate.
Right.
Okay, so then another question about sex. Because we also found this while we was doing listen, when we were doing our research, it was so much shit that was coming up, and we was just sitting here like mouths just dropped because
he's
we're
probably
like,
looking it up there right now. He's looking it up right now, like what the fuck.
So
Man.
a lot of men feel like it's weird to moan.
Oh yeah.
What was it during oral?
during
It's
oral.
specifically during. It's weird for a man to moan
During oral.
when receiving oral. How do you feel about that?
That's a funny one. I mean, shit, it happens. I mean, it is what it is. Shit,
Right.
you gonna moan, she gonna moan. Shit, like niggas is grown. Like I feel like that shit is too like high schoolish, elementary shit. Like you grown now to feel like you can moan, your nigga moan, it's fine. Like
But check,
if I'm not moaning, obviously if I ain't making those adjustments or it's not moaning or whatever the case may be, obviously it's not good enough for her.
Right.
Right.
That's what I'm gonna assume.
but a lot of we looked it up, and a lot of men say it's weird as hell to moan. They're like, no, I'm not doing that. I'm not moaning.
Yeah.
Nope. That's what she do. I'm not moaning. And I'm like,
But I feel like this. The same males that say that be the same males that also probably like they butt licked on and some more shit. So it's like, yeah, you say that, but it's like, whatever. Come on, man. Like, you got to come to an agreement somewhere. Like,
Right. Like, get on your grown man. Stop playing.
I feel like a feeling of something it's like you eating a piece of cake and you don't be like, oh, when I eat this, I'm gonna bite into it and I'm gonna start moaning. It's just a natural thing. Like
Right.
this shit is
Right.
this shit is good. And it's like, did you
right,
just
like
moan?
I'm just thinking about moaning and shit. Like, it just happens. Like,
Like this cake.
I don't know.
is good.
That's totally fine. I feel like it's fine. I don't have a problem with that.
Okay. That's
What you got else?
And as far as during sex, what is like completely off limits and completely okay? And you don't have to get into detail. You know what I mean? Okay, let me put it out. This is my brother-in-law.
Oh, don't touch my ass.
So,
My ass, none of that. Don't nowhere near the ass. I'm not with none of that. Everything else is fine, but I'm cool. Don't touch my ass. Don't go near it. None of that. That's all the way out.
So she can't like grip your ass like when you're.
No, that's fine. That's fine. But girls be trying to do some extra shit nowadays. We're in 2022. They'll do some finger in your butt, licking. I'm not with none of that. Don't do it. That's out. But as far as like anything else goes, that's fine. Like. It is what it is, but yeah, don't touch me in that area. We all good.
Copy that.
I feel that.
Copy that.
That is too funny.
Wow.
Okay, well, thank you for calling in. We appreciate you.
No, thank y'all for having me. Yeah, I enjoy it.
All right, talk to you later.
Yep.
Bye.
That was interesting.
Right.
That was good.
I'm glad that we're not the only ones that thought Viagra was for
What we thought it was
what
for.
we thought it was for.
Because I'm like, but do you think that they, advertise it to be a certain way when it's actually for the other way?
I don't know, maybe because society has made it seem to be this particular way. Maybe in our heads, we naturally already jump to that idea that that's what it's for, and we never paid attention to what the commercials are saying. We just see Viagra or erectile dysfunction, and we just assume that that's what that means.
Because it's crazy though. Something popped on. We was watching Hulu again, and something came on, and it was like for HIV, and we were like, "What the heck? That's a big ass fly."
I told you.
Damn, that was like from Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. I'll kill it. I'll kill it before. But yeah, and we were like, we looked it up and we were like, yo, the commercial was definitely lying about.
It's not lying, but how else do you get people to flock to your product?
So you're saying have a.
I'm saying that a lot of companies, that's how they do it. They'll tell you, they give you what it's for, but not what it's for.
Right.
If that makes sense. Like, they want you to see what they want you to see. So you say, oh, yeah, gonna try it. You know, and I think that, you know, that's, like I said, we just don't pay attention because we've already been given this, what is the term? Preconceived notion? Is that what it is?
Yeah, yes.
Yeah, so we're already sitting here thinking like, oh, Viagra. You oh, so you a minute man. That's what we're thinking.
Right, but I'm actually a soft man.
Oh my God, don't say I'm a soft.
Not me, I'm just saying, but that's.
No, I
that's,
know.
Yeah.
I know that.
I mean, am I lying though? I'm using Viagra because I'm soft and I need to get it going.
Okay, but I want to know.
Come on.
Your thoughts on
My
these
thoughts.
questions.
Let's go.
Have you ever thought about using or used any type of male enhancement of any sort?
No, not even.
It's never even been a thought.
Never even been a thought because to me, I always looked at it as like, what the hell you putting in your body for your thing to get that big? Honestly, like what is the long-term problems that you're gonna have if you do these things? And then it's like hearing from people or being in a group of like where they're talking about these things, and it's like, yeah, you use this to kill a girl, and it's like, I'm not trying to kill nobody. I'm trying to please her. Yeah, I'm trying to be like, hey, because I feel as though if it's this is a very explicit episode. So if you got virgin ears, please don't listen to this episode. But
you should actually. It's very informative.
Yeah, but no. To me, I just never.
Okay. And as far as our next
Brother Drew.
caller,
Oh, hold on, he's here.
talk that shit with the Melvins. What's your name? Where you from?
Yo. This is your man, Drew. You talking? St. Ultra, you feel me? But how y'all doing? I'm glad y'all allowed me to call. Just call me.
We good. How are you?
I'm great. I've had a long morning of sparring and getting my face punched. I know we're punching other people's faces, but it's all good.
Jesus Christ.
That's
okay,
right.
wonderful.
So you're fresh off the hormones right now. Like, you out of school.
Yeah.
All right,
Got
so
a tournament coming up in September.
yeah, so you
Go
know
ahead.
what you're here for, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know
I
what
sure
the
do.
conversation is: male enhancement / sex / things like ED and all those types of situations. So
PP, you know me.
PP. Like, what?
And I got experience with all those things.
Okay.
Let me.
Okay, so great, because we have questions that we came up with, because when we researched, it was a lot of stuff that we didn't know, or that was
New to us.
Not even necessarily new. It was just the wrong information that we had. So like when we first started researching, because the reason why we researched is because we were watching TV and these ED commercials kept popping up. And so, we being us, we decided to research or whatever. And it was saying that males typically between the ages of 25 and like 40 something, usually start to experience some form of ED symptoms. And so we were really, 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 really shocked and whatnot. And so then it was like, Viagra. And we were like, well, what is Viagra used for? Because what we've thought it was used for was like to last longer. And when we look it up and its description of what it's used for is to actually get an erection, we were like, whoa. So, so what are your thoughts on, firstly, ED, erectile dysfunction, or male enhancements?
Well, like for me, like from my experience personally, and also just research, this is like ED can happen from a number of things. It's not always just like genetics or just some hereditary shit, which is genetics, but like it can stem from literally like stress.
Right.
Like stress can give a man ED, like or simply just feeling inadequate in the bedroom can give a man ED.
Oh.
Like like I've had it like great. Like I'm gonna be real. Like I'm nice for what I got. I'm nice, but even then, if you're trying to satisfy a woman and you just feel she ain't satisfied because she may not be showing like the certain signs and everything, that could discourage a man for real. So that can make him just go limp out of nowhere. He can't get that proper blood flow, because that's really what it is to give you that erection, is the blood flow.
Right.
So my thing is like, even with like male enhancement pills, I've done that not several, like 3 times maybe, because I was just trying to figure it out. Like, man, what's going on? Like, what the fuck? But the whole time it was really just stress beating my ass because it was like everything that's going on in life and everything. But what I learned is, because like the pills, so the pills I took was Blue Rhino 7.
Okay,
actually, if y'all ever heard of that.
What the fuck is that?
Hold on, I just heard, one of my girlfriends actually just mentioned that to me, and I was like, what the fuck is a Rhino? What? So explain, please, what is this?
I don't want nothing named Rhino in me.
So like Blue Rhino is literally just like as it is a male sex enhancement pill. It helps your blood flow, and it helps push all the blood to where it needs to go to give you that massive hard erection. And it does increase your libido, of course, making you last longer in bed and everything. It's just a whole lot of things that you can actually find in a lot of fruits and vegetables.
Right.
Literally. So like, but then again, because it is like more chemical based, how they mix it all together in those pills, taking those pills can also even give you ED.
Right.
What?
Yeah.
Right.
Because that's happened to me. Like I'll be like, they'll tell you like the shit lasts like 7 days, and then 7 days you good, you think you got it going on and everything, and then like after the 7 days, like you try to have sex, your dick ain't as hard. Like what? Or it ain't even getting hard at all.
Wait, what? After the Rhino?
Yeah.
So you
like that's happened.
So you mean to tell me that the Rhino is really for that one night of you trying to impress somebody?
Basically, that's really what it's for. It's just for like a one night stand type thing to get your shit rock hard and impress whoever you're trying to make bust and everything. Then that's it. But to go the whole 7 days using it, you're gonna tire yourself out, because one, we all know for a fact we all need rest.
Wait,
after we have sex.
Hold on, you said it goes for 7 days?
Like most of the pills, they tell you exactly how many days it should last. Like, or how many hours it should last.
Bruh, that's not normal. And I'm not one for normal. You feel what I'm saying? Like, normal is something that everybody does, but there is a fine line, not even a fine line. There is a very thick line between
normal,
what is okay and what is not okay. You get what I'm saying? Like 7 days, I could see like 7 hours, 7 days.
So you mean to tell me that you walking around just horny as hell with your pretty much your dick like a rhino?
No. See, that's the thing. It does like I thought that same shit when I first went and got it. I thought my dick was gonna be hard for a whole 7 days, but it's not like that. It's literally because you can control when you want your shit to get hard. You just gotta think certain things or touch yourself a certain way. But that shit is like, it's literally the moment you start to get aroused. That's when it starts showing a face for real. So say like you can.
So it's like I don't want to say preventative medicine. It's like preparation medicine.
Basically, because it boosts all the everything that a man needs to actually get going. You know.
Wow.
But that's what I was saying about like everything they the chemicals and all the other shit that they mix it with. It's a whole. You can find a whole bunch of that in fruits and veggies and all that. Like even like carrots and celery. That shit boosts your libido and your sperm count and all that.
Yeah.
But a lot of people don't really know that.
My one of my girlfriends just was telling me raw honey. Have you ever attempted or thought about or used raw honey?
I'm gonna be real. I lick raw honey almost every other day, or when I make my teas. Like so, I mean,
You mean the
that
raw?
may be. Yeah, I got like 2 things of honey in the cabinet right now.
So you mean like the honey that I can get at the store?
Yeah, you can buy raw honey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Like that shit helps. Like and like again, celery, carrots, kiwis, grapes, damn near everything we eat on a daily basis. And that's another thing though that I was gonna say. Like people can get ED just from like poor eating habits, like not eating right.
Right. That's what
That can literally. Yeah, because like all these fruits and stuff and these veggies, that increases your blood flow. And that's what you need to actually have a successful erection.
Right.
Because the whole time, even like not to kind of backtrack, but going back to like how the pills. There's another thing that we all know about is penis pumps.
What the fuck is that?
That shit.
How do you not know about these things?
Penis
Right.
pumps? Oh, you use quick and it just it
pump.
Yeah, you can pump it yourself, or you can get the electric one and then pump it for you.
There's an electric one.
Yep.
So you got Stretch Armstrong on your dick, pretty much.
Basically, like, and it's weird because like even then, like that can give you ED as well because you're pumping. Like, so say like if you don't have the necessary blood flow and your veins are kind of like tight and everything,
it's like
because you ain't been eating right. So now you pumping the shit. You basically straining that muscle. You're straining your dick muscle.
It's a counteraction. It's a counter situation.
Exactly.
Wow.
Exactly.
Wow.
Like, and that's why a lot of people.
You think people use those? Like, you really think like you go in the house and be like, yeah, I'm about to destroy this. So you go pump.
You'd be surprised, man. A lot of people do a lot of things to make somebody like make you bust like in one night, or even dudes. I don't know however they swing.
Right.
They do a lot to make whoever they pleasing proud and all that shit.
Wow.
Like you'd be surprised. See me, and I did it because I actually went through stress and thought it was actually like
something
like
more
my shit won't work. Yeah.
Yeah,
but what I realized, it was really just what I was eating and shit. And of course, the stress, but still, I wasn't eating as good as I thought I was. So I had to double back and get back on track with that shit.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, because like all that shit is horrible.
So,
like I know for a fact it's not genetics.
So when you tried all these different things or whatever things that you tried, did you have a partner? And if you did you consult your partner about what was going on and if they felt like it was okay? If so, or if not, why?
Yeah, I have the one that y'all know about.
Uh-huh.
Like it's literally like again like it was some nights where I felt inadequate, but most nights it's like but the nights I've been feeling inadequate, which is due to stress and shit like that, is like I started questioning myself, like as a man in the bedroom, like, yo, what's going on? Because she'd get the question to me too, like, why is this always happening?
What? Like, no way.
Yeah, like that's real.
So let me ask you a question.
Like
how? But okay, so when somebody question you that type of way, do it really like make you look at yourself like, what the like? Do you realize that?
Yeah, because Go ahead, finish your question. My bad.
I'm saying, but does it make you be like, you know what, I'm gonna go harder the next time, or you be like, I need to deep down inside, like I need to find out what actually.
See, and that's where the rounds come in, because I'm sure everybody on the plane when they have sex with their partners, they go rounds. Mm-hmm. Me, I go rounds, and it's unusual for me to not go round 2, 3, or 4. That's unusual. So the fact that I'm only going one round, or I'm and keep it real, or I'm ejaculating way too fast, like that shit, there's something wrong with that. So I'm sure she would feel obligated to ask that question because she's the one getting pleased. Like, why is this happening right now? Like, what's going on? Because sometimes the woman could think it's their fault.
Right,
to be real.
Right. So, but question, in like, let's say you're done too fast, right? Mm-hmm. Is it that it's bad because she's not done also, or is it just bad, period?
It's just bad, period.
Oh,
Really?
Because
Whoa.
like it's just like not the sex is bad, period. It's just
right. Just that.
after it happens, it's like, damn, she can't really get. Of course, I can always use my mouth, but that's not what that's foreplay. That's not what she really wants, you know. Unless it's that type of night, like, you know, I just want some head. Like, cool, I'll do that any given day. But
you know what's crazy, and I have to say this only because I'm a woman, so I know. Most women don't finish by intercourse. That's just fact.
Yeah, that is fact.
So it's like, I get that she may want that, but she's not going to get where she truly wants to get to from that. So why would that be a bad thing? If you have to use your mouth or other instruments or whatever the case may be. You get what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, for me personally, it's because I love to please.
Right.
I'm a very big giver.
Okay.
Like I said, I could eat coochie all day and I can fuck all day.
Mm-hmm.
Like I could do both. But if this is what you want at that particular time, if that's what you're feeling,
that's what you want to give.
Exactly.
So
and majority of the time, even though I do start off with head, she'll probably come like 4 or 5 times, but still, because I did that, she wants the dick now. So I'm gonna have to deliver that. But since I'm putting it in there, and then I fuck it like within like probably like 1 or 2 minutes, and it's over with. It's like, hell. Now she might be satisfied because she came
already,
but
right?
Not in a way that she like. I feel that most females would want to, because that's a divine thing. First of all, sex is very sacred.
Mm-hmm.
So if you having sex with somebody on that level, you want that to last. You want that feeling, that sensation to last.
Lord Jesus.
You want to be in that. Yeah, like you don't want to just go in there and have sex like, hey, come on, let's have a quickie and be done in a minute and 30 seconds. That's weak.
But you get
no energy off that.
But you know what's, I mean, there's a difference. See, and there's a difference. I knew you was going to be a good one. There's a difference in having sex, making love, and fucking, right? We all know that.
Mm-hmm.
There's a difference in the three. So if we having a quickie, we all know what that is. But if we're making love, we know that that's going to be a little more sensual, last a little bit longer. Sex is kind of like an in and out, wishy-washy, we don't really know what's going to happen type situation. Mm-hmm. We're going to take our time, but in taking our time, we may end up speeding it up because we just loving it that much. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like, how do you really put a time frame on your sessions? And how does that time frame dictate if I'm satisfied or not? You feel what I'm saying? Like, does that make sense?
Yeah, hold on. Because there's been times where it's like hot and heavy.
Right.
And it be like boom, 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 boom. And then you're like, oh my God, I don't want this to end. And then you be like,
you can't help it though.
You be like, this just feels amazing. And then you be like, you look at them and be like, I'm sorry, like, are you satisfied? And they just be like, I don't think you understand that just felt amazing. And it's like, as a man, I'm like, why couldn't
that makes you feel great.
Why couldn't it be longer? Like, my co-host has to go for a second. Hold on. Yeah, so it's like man to man. It's like, I always want to please, and that's the ultimate goal, because like you said, it is a sacred time to be with that person. It's like you want it to be like forever. You want it to be 3, 4, 5 rounds. You want to just look at that person in the eyes and just keeps going and over. But sometimes you be like, you got to stop looking me in my eyes, because this is making it worse. You know what I mean? And
I like that eye contact though. Like that makes me actually.
I do too, but that eye contact makes it more of
it's more intense. It's that connection. It's that soul connection like, that you were talking about.
And it's like, what is going on? Like,
everything start getting all weird. Like, it's like you extra high. When you didn't even did drugs, you just high.
Right. So it's like, those are times where I'm sorry, I cut off your what you call. But yeah, those are the times where it's just like, but then, you have those times where it's like, the kids are in the next room. I want you. Man, right. I want you. As they say, fuck them kids. I'm gonna give you another sibling. No, but you be like, the kids are next door. We don't have that much time because they're gonna be in here in 5 minutes, and it's like, oh. Okay, let's go.
I think those are the most fun personally. The most fun. They don't necessarily have to be the most intimate, but they are the most fun because who doesn't like a little thrill?
Because I'm gonna be honest with you.
Right.
I feel like people don't have fun while having sex.
No, a lot of
And
people
that is a true fact. Because one, if you cannot laugh with your partner while having sex, there is something wrong with your relationship.
No, for real,
And for real.
Like for real, like I can't tell you how many times we didn't laugh at shit while we was having sex. Like,
Right.
damn, that shit funny.
Right.
Like, what the fuck?
Or
like, I done said some funny shit before. She just sat there and started dying laughing. I laughed already because the shit was kind of corny.
Right, because it's like
True.
it's like kids come in being like, "What y'all doing?" Like, what? It's like
It's so many different things
it's
that
like
happen.
it's just like it's a thrill. Like it's like we gonna get caught or we not gonna get caught.
Right.
So basically, it really just stems down to the person and each person's perspective of what sex is supposed to be. Because I mean, I don't necessarily feel like if I don't finish and he does that, I'm displeased, or vice versa. You know what I'm like? That's not a vibe.
I'm displeased.
You be
I'd be
Right, thank
upset,
you.
like,
See,
what?
that is the biggest thing. Like, a lot of women don't understand how that makes the man feel.
Man.
That we come so fast, and y'all think it's okay. No, it's not okay
No, it's
because
not.
you didn't get what you asked for, what you were looking for.
But see,
I wasn't able to get that to you.
my thing is, how do you tell me that I didn't get what I wanted in that time frame?
The bed. There's no wet spot. There's no wet spot.
Exactly. Shit
That-
still dry.
that-
You didn't come.
that
There was no
doesn't-
clenching of the coochie on the dick. None of that shit.
Wow, that doesn't make any sense whatsoever.
What you mean?
Because you
It
don't
makes
know.
perfect sense.
Because you don't know what I'm feeling. Just so you can't say that we don't understand how that makes y'all feel, but then tell us what we did and didn't feel. That doesn't make sense.
Let me ask you a question. You ever had sex with a man and he didn't come? And you be like, what's wrong with you?
No. No.
Oh.
No.
You see my face? I guess.
I don't know. Like, how am I supposed to
No,
answer that question? No.
like they be like I'm gonna say this for you for later. And you like, boy, you better.
No.
Right, like what? I know for a fact if every
Can't
time
relate.
that actually happened, I didn't go. She got hot. Like, yo, what? She's like, what's to it?
No,
You
can't
okay?
relate because I mean, I feel like for me personally, I feel like if that did ever happen, I got you later. Don't even worry about it. I know what needs to happen.
Yeah, but you're a different type of human.
I
being.
am. So I'm
Right.
not gonna look at that and be like, oh my
Because not
god.
a lot of people like that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
why don't you like me anymore?
Yeah,
I'm not looking at it from that standpoint. I'm gonna be like, all right, bet.
Because it's
challenge accepted.
right. Because it's right. I'm about to say because please don't look at this podcast if you don't want to look at us a different type of way. Please don't. But I'm saying there is definitely been times where it's like round one, I'm about to conquer you and make you feel the rain, and then you be like, nope, you ain't getting this. And then they be like, oh, word, I got you later. And you be like, no, you don't. Like it's about to go down. But yeah, I just think that it's like it's a fun game of cat and mouse throughout the day and throughout the years and throughout the week. You know, it's just fun.
So, question: do you know any women that have ever taken Viagra? Because we just seen that women also take Viagra.
I have never met any woman that takes Viagra. Because as far as I know, all the women I've encountered, they always felt that Viagra was for men. I've never heard that shit. That shit is foreign. It's a
Oh, I don't know if his phone died or our phone died. I think his phone died or he hung up by accident. You trying to fix what? Okay, go ask
fix
your
it.
brothers. I don't know what just happened. He hung up. Or his phone died or something.
Try
Shall I wait till he call back?
or yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's so you mean to tell me you never was like I got like in your head you was like you gonna hold it, okay?
There's no
So
such thing.
I'm a what?
I'm sorry if your man or the man or whomever it is that you are sleeping with,
You so fine.
if they are able to hold that back, in my eyes, I feel like
You
they're
trash?
trash.
No, like I mean, like there's like
Stop. No.
I know, like,
there's
it's been-
no way. There's men don't have the willpower.
we don't.
Y'all don't have the willpower
Nope.
to hold it. So if it's being held,
No, what I
it's
mean,
not being held. It's just they're not enjoying it. Therefore, there's no arousal. Therefore,
No,
they
I
aren't
mean-
going to bust anywhere.
like I mean, like I mean, like it's hot and heavy, and I'm like, nope, I'm not gonna finish.
That's never happened. Oh, we got it back.
Brother Drew.
All right, you back, sir.
Yeah, my phone overheated. I forgot it was hot outside. I'm gonna just leave the phone on.
Goddamn iPhones.
No worries. No
Yeah.
worries.
All right. So what was the question again?
So no, we were talking about women using Viagra because earlier we were reading and researching also, and it was saying that women use Viagra, and it just enhances the sensation, and it can make you more aroused. So it's actually like more of an enhancement for women than it is to solve an issue for men. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, I just usually think that the women would go get the pink pill.
What the
fuck is a pink pill?
Yeah, I believe that's exactly what it's called, the pink pill.
See-
The shit actually works.
It's called the pink pill.
Hold on, I got.
I believe,
We don't wanna-
like, if it ain't called the pink,
That's wild.
and like that shit, that actually like stimulates the woman like insanely, like, because she did it before too, just to compensate, not make me like make me feel
HSD.
a little bit better that I was going through it.
Mm-hmm.
So she got it too. And then like when we did it, like that shit lasts like for a sort of time for men. I mean, for like as sort of time for women as the blue rhino will for men.
That is
So-
freaking.
So we just learned out that there's something called HSDD.
That's what it's called.
Hmm?
Oh, I can't see because I ain't got my glasses on. HSDD. It's just so wild to me. Like,
Yeah,
I mean, I'm not.
that shit gets them wet just from just sitting there. You ain't even got to think about shit. You just gonna be horny all day.
But again, if women don't know, there are herbs and fruits and vegetables and things of that nature, things that are, given to us that the earth actually provides us that also help with that. So it's just like wild that people they automatically just go to these pills or these doctors or whatever the case or whoever they get it from. And they're so quick to just pop something in their mouth or put something around their penis or
Well,
whatever the
we
case may be.
we do live. Go ahead, my bad.
No, you
Like,
could go ahead.
Like I was gonna say, like we do. In truth, we do live in a pill popping out culture.
Clearly.
Everybody damn near
Yeah.
everybody do drugs. So the fact that you can pop this shit and feel this way, that sounds like fucking ecstasy or Xanax or a Perk 30, whatever the fuck that gets them horny and shit. But it's scientifically made to make you feel that way, so you don't have to feel extra high and shit like that.
That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying?
So it's just
Like, and plus, it's cheaper than going to the store buying a whole bunch of fruits.
Well, what's
Wow,
crazy
that's
is
crazy.
it says
It's
the cons of this
cheaper.
is anger.
So it make them
It
angry.
make you angry.
Wait, you said the what? Say it again.
The cons of the pink pill, it says frustration and anger.
Mm-hmm.
That's nuts. Boys,
Those are just side effects. And if we think about it, you only gonna get these side effects because there's just a whole bunch of chemicals they threw together to make that shit happen.
right.
Rather than again eating fruits and vegetables where you feel natural and holistic, and you can get those feelings and sensations naturally,
Right.
rather than just I feel pretty dry. I'm gonna go to the store and pop this pink pill. I'm gonna go pop this blue rhino and be good. Now I'm gonna go eat like 4 kiwis a day.
Right.
I'm gonna eat a banana, eat some grapes,
Right.
and I'm gonna drink hella water, and I'm gonna exercise, and I'm gonna be good.
You know,
Right.
you think there's people out there that don't drink water?
Oh yeah, I know people.
I mean,
don't drink water.
people. Facts. Like some people look at water and shit like as if that shit's a fucking like a demented drug or something.
They look at water the way we look at soda.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Like, ooh.
Yes.
And the way I look at caffeine, I can't do
right,
caffeine.
and I can't do caffeine either.
And that, since we just brought up caffeine, some of them male enhancer pills does come with caffeine, and some of them come caffeine free.
Oh,
Not
yeah.
to advertise the shit, but
Caffeine is like one of the most notorious things in causing fertility problems in women.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, I'm not surprised. Caffeine is its own poison all on. It's just its own situation.
Right.
Like it's just bad. Do you have any questions before I ask him his other question?
No, it's
okay. So how do you feel about like during sex? How do you feel about like when receiving oral, men moaning? Because we saw when we were researching, things were popping up, you know, you be in the web or whatever. The web. And it was saying how a lot of men think it's weird to moan while receiving oral.
A lot of men that think it's weird to moan while receiving oral or sex, period, they weird as fuck off that.
Yeah, man. It's
I'm in the ear going crazy.
Right.
And that's some of the shit we be laughing at.
Right.
Like I really be in it. Like,
but is it? But that to me means that it's real. You know what I mean? To me, that just means
it's real.
You enjoying it, like you just like, oh, okay, cool. So is anything off the table though?
Like, what do you mean? Is anything off the table?
Like during sex.
Like during
what
sex.
Is absolutely okay and what is absolutely no, hell no,
like,
fuck no.
Like she can't grab your ass or grab your thigh or rub her finger down your.
The last guy we had on, he said it's a no-go to my ass. Don't touch my ass. Well, if she like go to grab, that's fine. But anything outside of that, he's like, hell no, absolutely not.
I meant to ask him, what if she got long fingers and when she grabbed his ass,
you gotta stop.
the finger like grazed the inner ass cheek. Like you'd be like, fuck out of here, get out my ass.
Me personally, like I'm nasty, so I don't really give a fuck. I understand pleasure.
Right.
Like it ain't like I'm not saying like you can finger my ass, but if you sucking on my nuts and your tongue hits my gooch and you just keep going lower and lower, I'm not going to stop you.
Right.
You just gonna hear that ooh ooh become louder and louder. Like for real, it goes from ooh ooh ooh.
So do you just?
Okay.
So do you just so in that time in that domain when you're doing that, do you just feel like you're just one with that person and nothing matters? Like you're just
that
in like
really should matter within reason, you know.
Right. So you're
as long as it's within reason, because like I said, ain't no fingering me. Like, but you can probably rub me down there and lift your tongue down there. That feels great.
Right.
But other than that, like you ain't gotta go the extra 8 mile and stick your fingers inside of me. Like that's my job to do to your asshole.
Wow.
Like, I'm gonna do
that. Why you can do it to her, but she can't do it to you? I'm just curious.
One, I know she like that. She like that shit.
Okay, so
me from my experiences, like before our relationship, like I tried it. I don't like that shit.
So you tried. So you tried it and it just didn't fly. It's a no-go.
Yeah, it didn't hit the way the tongue did. It didn't hit the way the tongue did at all.
Oh my god.
Just being honest.
Oh my god.
Well, I mean, like, there's people out there that be like, I'm not trying that. Like, fuck that shit. Like, whatever. But you got people to be like,
I just feel like.
Go ahead.
I feel like people that don't want to try that, they just uncomfortable with themselves and their sexuality. Because a lot of people think that shit's gay. Like men like to get their ass licked on and ate and shit. Like, no, because if my girl likes doing that to me and she know that makes me feel all tingly and shit on the inside, I'd rather she do it.
Right.
God damn it, because that's a sensation like I'd never normally felt growing up.
Oh my god.
That's letting me know what I like for real.
You said all tingly inside. I can't.
So pretty much is whatever your
nothing is completely off the table except
something that you don't like.
into you.
Exactly. That's why I say it's everything within reason. Because like the spitting in the mouth shit, I'm not with that shit. Nor is she.
No, God,
what?
Like, exactly. Like we not with that shit.
Spitting in the
Like people
mouth.
do that. Like let me spit in
Yeah.
your mouth. Like nah, I'm cool. Like I'm not spitting in your mouth and you ain't spitting in my mouth. But we are gonna
Yeah.
make out and like
Yeah.
our tongues are gonna touch.
Yeah.
So
You know,
just
that's
just
normal.
full-blown, just
like,
Yeah,
no, that's gross.
yeah, they do that shit.
Mm-mm.
That's
do
why
that shit?
whoever,
Monkeys?
whoever sees this broadcast, it is not safe to go ahead and kiss them in their mouth because you don't know who the fuck spitting they shit. For real,
bruh.
like that shit is over the top nasty.
Bruh.
Like I'm pro ass eating. So if I can eat
Oh,
ass,
nasty.
that's cool. But you not spitting in my mouth.
Right. Yeah.
You're
No.
just not doing that.
Yeah. No. That's.
And I'm not gonna disrespect you and spit in your mouth either. I'm not gonna hold your face open and just.
Yeah, that's some
Not doing
weirdo
that.
shit. That's
So let
some
me.
real life weird
So
shit.
do you think that there's certain things in the bedroom or during sex that's disrespectful to your partner?
Yeah, like why would I tell you open your mouth and just let a loogie ride? Like what?
Yeah.
That's nasty.
Think about how disgusting that is. Like
Yeah.
it's different when you're making out and you swap your saliva that way. That's different. You know,
Right.
like again, I am be real. I have a tongue fetish among many other fetishes I have. But like I like sucking the tongue, and one of my main reasons for sucking the tongue is I'm gonna get all that juice off of there. Because I just ate your coochie and now all your coochie juice is on your tongue. Give it back, type
You're
shit.
wild, bro.
Yeah. Like, for
You're
real.
wild.
Nah, I feel it.
Like for real, even when she give me top, to be real, I don't even give a fuck if she giving me top. And then like, bring me your face, come here, because your face is all wet and shit. Like, come here, let me help you with that. Like,
This is
that's my body. It's came from my body part. Shit.
Right. Right.
You
I mean,
know?
I get it.
No, I get it,
feel
though. I get it.
I feel it.
Because some people may be like, don't, girl, you just was on my. So that means like you don't feel like your body part is good enough for the other person. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Can you repeat that?
No, I'm saying like because there's people out there that be like, oh, you went down there. Don't come up here and kiss me. But it's like, so do that mean that
I'm
you
sorry.
don't
I
think?
want you to kiss me. Don't
Yeah, right.
just like that's just weird. Now it's like, okay, well you did that. Now we can't kiss each other.
Right.
Well, what are we doing?
I feel like some women might be insecure about their own coochie and how like the stench or whatever. I mean,
like,
every coochie has like a certain smell while
Right.
while you having sex.
Right.
Like some people get insecure about that shit. Like, what? It's you.
that's sad.
Whatever you eating, that's what's supposed to produce that smell.
Right.
Exactly. Like, what are you putting in your body?
Yeah, because there's a lot of people that's insecure about themselves in general. Like, oh, I'm not gonna, take my shirt off, or oh, I'm not gonna get butt naked, or I'm gonna keep these socks on. It's like,
Ain't nobody got time
See,
for all of that.
like my girl, it took her a minute because I love me a nice BBW. Just something about it. It's like just like a full woman. Like it took her a minute to actually get comfortable with just taking her clothes completely off. Like I'm telling her, like, man, I love everything about you. Like, look at you. You healthy. Me, shit.
Mm-hmm.
You eating good, obviously. You eating better than the fuck I am. So let me eat you. Type shit.
Let me eat
real.
you.
oh my God.
That's funny.
Yeah, so I definitely,
Real, I want the stomach, everything. That's like one of my favorite things. Like I just rub my face on her stomach and then put my face.
Wow.
I love it.
Well, you're great. You're a great man. Any woman would be lucky. Okay, shoot, because there's a lot of men that are very. I mean, nowadays there's more men that are accepting of or prefer like bigger women or whatever the case may be, and vice versa even. But yeah, it's still a lot of men that are really very shallow and
Right.
are like, oh no, you need to lose weight or look this type of way.
nah.
Or I want you to do this way, and this is the only way I like to have sex. And it's just like, bruh, ain't nobody got time for all of that. Like, life is too short to be with somebody with that many boundaries and rules when it comes to the bedroom and what they want somebody to look like. It's just ridiculous.
Like you'd be surprised how many dudes don't even eat pussy.
Oh,
No,
no, I'm not surprised at all.
trust
me, I'm not.
Okay.
But I'm also
'Cause it's
not
weird.
surprised how many women don't give head either.
And I'm not surprised.
Yep.
I'm not surprised how many women don't actually kiss during sex.
You know, he told me that.
That's
I was
another
shocked.
thing.
I was shocked when he told me that. I'm like, what do you mean they don't?
Yeah, they don't kiss during sex. Like it's not
That's
like
facts. Like that.
it's
That
like-
made me question, like, how the fuck did y'all even initiate the shit?
Right.
right. Like it's like a
What
like
happened?
Like it's a it was like a
Did he kiss your cheek? What happened? Like,
But you know what? So many people are so upfront, like, yo, you trying to get this dick? And they be like, you know what? Yeah, give me that dick. And it's like,
that's it.
Don't even rub the coochie, nothing.
No.
Just
That's
put in.
crazy.
no.
Like, what?
Like,
I can't. I just could never.
No, I'm not gonna say that.
What?
Nah, say it. We talking that shit with the fucking Elvis. What's up?
Because it's like, some people might even like not like foreplay, like you doing too much. Let's go.
I've experienced that.
Like you doing
Man,
too
I just
much.
feel like they really don't like Quisha said, like they don't know how to have fun with life.
Yeah.
Like
it's too short for the bullshit.
Okay.
and it's like when you get with
Foreplay
somebody
makes
that
everything
actually
better.
when you get with somebody that wants the foreplay and you go like straight in and you be like, wait, hold on, what are you
It definitely throws off the whole.
Like, hold
Like, I
on.
could be so into you, and you could be so into me, but the second you go straight for the end result, is just like, you just killed everything that I
Right.
was feeling. Everything,
Right.
You know?
everything.
Yeah.
We can't ever have sex without me eating first, or she doing what she do when she give me top.
Something.
It
Man, I
that'll
gotta
never work.
Kiss
Yeah.
up the leg, kiss
Toes,
the back. I
like
feel
me,
like
I'm sucking toes.
right.
I don't mind, mommy. I'm sucking toes.
I
That's my
feel-
favorite. That's my number one fetish.
But I feel like
For real.
foreplay starts early in the morning.
Yes,
It starts early in the morning.
it's an
You look
all-day
good.
thing.
Damn, you smell good. What you eating for lunch? You, hopefully.
Right.
You know what I mean? Oh,
It's the flirtation
oh
of it
with
all.
me? Yeah, you. You know what I mean? What time the kids going to
Look at
sleep?
you with the voice. I can't.
What time we putting the boys to sleep tonight?
I think it's time for me to go. I have my
I can't.
Nah, but yeah, I feel like it starts from when soon as you roll your eyes
I
up.
think everybody experiences that though, because I feel like it kind of just comes natural to the relationship that is meant to be. It's not something that has to be
forceful.
Yeah, it's not forced, and it's not something that has to be said. It's just like, I feel your energy, and your energy is telling me that you want me, and I know I want you. So I'm gonna make sure you know that I know what's going on in your head, and you know what's going on in my head. And I think that just comes with the meant to be relationships, not just those flyby flingy relationships and whatnot.
Right. No, yeah, I definitely.
Cause I know the two main cues for when she wanted. She either gonna put her leg on me, or touch me with her. Well, it's three, or put her feet on me, or while we just laying there watching a movie or whatever the fuck, or I'm playing the game, she gonna scoot her ass on my hip, and that lets me know. All right, y'all finna get off the game real fast. I'll be back on later.
All right, I gotta go.
And, I'm finna handle it.
I gotta go.
For real.
Right. There's definitely signs. And like I said, I don't know, it's definitely energy. It's the energy.
Yeah, you
for
got
sure.
some.
The energy
you can
changes.
feel it. You be like, oh wait, what the fuck? It got hot in here.
Not literally, but yeah. Yeah.
What's going on?
All right.
yeah.
Well, thank you for joining us today.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
Always a pleasure.
Has been very interesting.
Very.
All right.
I hope I've enlightened a few people. through this,
You enlightened us a little bit too. So
Pink pill.
right. We were sitting here like, pink pill. What the hell is that?
Right.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, we will talk to you later, my friend.
Y'all take it easy.
All right. Bye.
Man, this is turning out to be a crazy subject.
Crazy.
A lot of different point of views, also.
Yes.
Like our last two callers was like night and day. Would you say?
I wouldn't necessarily say night and day. One, our last caller, just had actual experience,
Right.
in all
Aspects of
circumstances.
everything.
Yeah. So,
I mean, it is good that we did have somebody that did everything.
yeah, for sure, because he was.
Drop some bombs on some
Yeah.
pink pills. Like, what the hell? Like,
I feel like I've heard of that too
Right.
before, but at the same time, I was still kind of like, wait a minute.
let me ask you a question. Do you think that is something that you would try?
No. I don't like medicines and
Right.
pills. Like if it ain't a vitamin or like a supplement, like straight out the ground, bro, I don't want it.
Real? Yeah.
I don't want it.
But there's people out there that just want heightened. Like they want it to be like.
I mean, listen.
What are you about to say?
I was just gonna say, for me personally, it's not that deep to heighten it. Like, I personally I get that excited all on my own.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like with that interaction with you. So for me, it's like I don't need a pill to make me feel like, oh my God, this is gonna be so much fun, or oh my God, this is amazing, or I don't have any desire to ever try a pill or anything like that.
What's crazy about that is like the man can never feel like he's the shit. Like to me, I just feel like the man can never be like, yeah, I'll put it down. Like when y'all using pills or y'all using y'all using enhancements of things.
So you feel like he's a fraud.
Like you
Essentially,
like
is what you're saying.
okay, so say like one night stand, right? And you pop what is it called? The spearmint,
The rhino something.
You like, yeah, this girl giving me play. You pop the rhino. And you're like ready. And it goes down. And she's like, oh my God. She go home and tell her girlfriend's like, girl, oh my God. Like, but on that ride home, you like, yeah, I destroyed it. But it's like, no, like you cheated. You cheated.
You cheated.
You wasn't eating like he said, pineapples earlier today. Like, I'm going to the club tonight. Like it's gonna be on and popping.
What's
You know
the
what I mean?
sound effects
Yeah,
for
like
me?
you wasn't doing that. You full blown was like, you pulled up.
Skirt. Opt out.
What he say? 7-Eleven or whatever, or
I don't know
however.
where- I don't even know where he said you could get it from.
I could have swore he said like 7-Eleven or Walgreens or something like that.
I don't know. I wasn't. Am I too loud or I'm good?
No, you good.
Okay.
And you pull up, you buy one, you like, yeah, I'm going to the club, and then you in the club and you looking like, and you go boom.
I wonder how it affects fertility for men. Like men that pop those types of things like all the time, whether it is Viagra or the whole rhino thing or anything else.
I'm gonna be honest with you. We hear it all the time. You hear about fertility issues, and
Yeah, but I'm saying specifically because of that. Like, we hear about fertility issues, but we don't necessarily know what's causing their fertility. We don't, you know what I mean? Like, nobody's being very specific and open and saying like, hey, I might have fertility issues because
I'll pop this.
I take these types of pills. Like, it's possible that this is like, you know, making shit bad for me.
But it's crazy. Like, do it like talk about it on the packaging? Like, what does the packaging say? Like, this is gonna blow your mind tonight, but
This is gonna blow your mind.
But in a couple
tonight.
months, you may be experiencing lip syndrome. Lip syndrome.
I can't. I just cannot with you.
Why are you laughing? No, I'm not trying to be funny, but it's like yeah. Like, play now, but later on you're gonna be like, oh shit, shouldn't have done that.
I mean, I don't know. It's like I said, it's possible. That's why I said I wonder, like, how many, if any, you know, people, or I mean, shit, you got to say people, since now we know that there's a pill for women too,
Right.
or that women also take Viagra. Like,
I can't. But you.
I mean, birth control even after so long can cause fertility issues.
Yeah, and it can. Yeah.
Like, so it's like if birth control has a negative effect after a certain period of time, I can only imagine what these pills can possibly, like, are these pills like FDA regulated?
It said no. It said no on the website. It said
So
no.
it's like a at your own risk. I mean, not for Viagra, because clearly Viagra is something that's regulated. Because
Is Viagra regulated?
you have to get a prescription for Viagra. I think that's what it said when we were researching. You need a prescription. So that has to be FDA regulated. Yeah, it has to be regulated.
Really?
What did I miss?
I'll tell you later.
Okay.
Oh my God. So you have to be like,
Go sit down, Bubba.
they have to be like, you're having this problem for them to recommend this or even write the prescription.
Talk that shit with the Melvins. What's your name? Where you from?
I'm out here from Vegas. How you living?
Can you say your name for me one more time?
Marcus Jones out here. Yes, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good.
So, Marcus, you know why you here.
I hope you know why you're here.
Are you ready?
Do it.
We got a few questions regarding, like we said, male enhancements and sex and things like ED and, all those, I ain't gonna say wonderful things, 'cause I'm sure it's not wonderful for men that struggle with that. But all those things. So firstly, because we did research, how do you feel when it comes to things like male enhancements, like Viagra, or like surgeries, or what we've just now been told about these pills, like what is it, Rhino? It's Rhino something, or like women have like pink pills.
Yeah.
Like, how do you feel about those things?
I mean, like really, like if you need it, you know what I'm saying, like go ahead and use it. Me personally, I don't need it right now. You know what I'm saying, because I'm still younger, so I don't really dabble in that a little bit. But no, I mean, like there's definitely like a lot of things out there that can help you improve. Whether you need length or you need stamina, whatever. There's a lot of things out there, so I'm all for it, especially if you need it. You know what I'm saying? Because,
Okay, and then we also saw too, I don't know if you know this because you made the comment that you're young, that ED specifically, erectile dysfunction, for people that don't know, can start as early as like 25.
that's wild.
Yeah, we just found that out.
Yeah, when we were doing our research, we saw it was like from the age of 25 to like 40 something.
40, yeah.
You can start seeing symptoms as early as that.
But like I wonder like why that is. Like, is this new generation, like they dabble in drugs a lot and things like that. You know what I mean? I know that can affect you, and I don't know. That's really weird though, to be 25 and yeah, that's wild.
Well, the study that I saw that actually said the 25-year-olds and stuff was like from 1993. So they said when they started doing studies like 1993, then they saw that it diminishes once you start seeing it at the age of 24. Which made sense because a lot of older women always went after the young guys that was like 20 and 24.
That's true. That's very true.
Yeah, so that was, I think for us, that was probably the biggest shock.
Right.
Like, you're so young, and in our minds, even for women at that young of an age, we not looking like, oh, okay, well, it's possible that this can happen to him, or he's not thinking like, well, damn, that's gonna happen to me. I'm so young. Mm-hmm. That's not gonna be my case. But then it happens. It's like, what do you do? Because you're not off the bat gonna be like, well, I don't eat right, or
I drink too much soda.
Yeah, or I drink too much soda, or I smoke. You're not gonna think like that. You're gonna be like, damn, what's wrong with me?
Do you know other things that may give you better like duration or stuff like that? Because one of our callers said like fruit, but are you aware of anything that makes it better?
To me, is you have to keep that like working out. That's a very big thing that can keep your stamina and duration and build that test like that what is it called like the natural, what is that shit?
You talking about libido?
Yeah, exactly. Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like that. like you working out, running, lifting weights and things like that, that helps a lot. Not doing drugs, drinking more water, getting rest, things like that. That helps like state of you, you know what I'm saying? And that's what I do. I try to, stay in the gym a little bit, stay, eating right and get your rest and things like that. That can help a lot. Because if you running around on drugs and all that, that's why you can't get it up, you know what I'm saying? Because you're doing X, Y, and Z and that doesn't help your body. You know what I mean? Like you have to know your body. Like you have to listen to your body. So you waking up every day sluggish and all that, or there's a reason for that because you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing. You know what I mean?
Do you know anybody personally? I'm not throwing names out there, but do you know anybody personally like that's in your group of friends that suffer from that, or would you think that they'll even tell you that?
That's a good question because I think like in my group of friends we don't have those conversations. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not like, oh man, you know what I mean? I can't, which probably needs to change. That we need to start having these conversations. You know what I mean? Amongst us men, because everyone's going through something. But no, I can admit that no, we don't have those type of conversations. I couldn't.
That's wild because I definitely said that too when we first spoke about this being our next podcast. I was like, people speak so much on women and the things like we all know women go through menopause and we all know that at some point a woman's libido is going to be way down, right? We know this information. It's put out there for the world to know, but nobody ever really speaks on men having low libido or having erectile dysfunctions. Like nobody really, we see the commercials, but to have like the real conversations, even like you said, amongst our friends and even family, nobody's talking about it. And I wonder if it's because men are embarrassed, like just behind the conversation in general, or if it's just like a ego thing. Like are men just like we men, like we don't have them type of conversations?
I think it's both. I think it's the ego and we don't have those conversations because it's always the positive conversation. Like, yeah, I'll put it down. It's like, did you? Well, what about last Thursday? Heard you didn't put it down then. So.
Wow.
Exactly.
So have you ever, I know you said you don't have those issues, but have you ever thought about or considered taking any type of enhancement, whether it be a Viagra or a whatever that rhino pill is, just because we were also informed that people take those just because they want to make sure that they can get it up or they want to go longer or whatever the case may be.
Yeah, so I mean, I suffer from come too fast sometimes.
Suffer from that.
So no, I've tried a pill before, Viagra. My pops actually gave me like a Viagra. He's like, "Yo, try this or whatever." I said, "Cool," you know what I'm saying? Just to see, you know what I mean? Just to see what it was about. I didn't have no issues or anything like that. But like I said, I can, come too fast sometimes. So I tried that or whatever. I'm with Shorty, boom, boom, boom. I'm like, okay, yeah, like that shit worked. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just up. Like, hey, and I was up for a long time. I'm like, God damn, you know what I'm saying? Like, so yeah, like I definitely tried it. But now like they have something now called like the honey, something with the honey, and you take the honey with a shot, and then you can go crazy too. I don't know. Some gas station.
So yeah, a friend of mine. I mean, I don't know if that's like a whole new like pill or substance of some sort, but my friend was telling me raw honey.
Yeah.
And so we looked it up and I was like, damn, like it's so many things that, again, because no one is talking about it, that we don't know. And that raw honey, that was up there and it was like, yeah, right before or just throughout the day and you good. And I was like, oh
right. Like, okay.
Yeah, man. That honey pack is where it's at. Apparently, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Effectively.
When you tried the pill, did you have a partner? Like were you in a relationship? And did you feel like, if you were, did you feel like you needed to consult with her about the fact that you were taking it, or did you keep it to yourself? How did that work, if that were the case?
So like this is like maybe like young me. So I was maybe like 24, and I did. So
I was with a girl, you know what I mean, like my girlfriend at the time, boom. I didn't even tell her about it, I don't think so. I just kinda just popped that joint and just, you know what I mean, kinda went in and did what I had to do. It was
Mm-hmm.
definitely, you know, her telling me like, damn, like, you know, like you keep going because I'm Mr. One and Done. You know what I'm saying? If I'm you know what I mean? Like once I reach the where I'm at, that's it, I'm turning over, you know what I'm saying? But that night it was, you know what I'm saying, like boom, all right, let's keep going, da 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 da. So yeah, it was definitely an experience. I wouldn't try it again just because like my heart was beating a little fast, you know what I mean? Things like that. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Wow.
I don't have to use these things. No time soon, I hope. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
Do you feel bad for not telling her?
No, because like it wasn't anything bad. Like I didn't trust her. You know what I mean? I didn't put nothing in her thing. You know what I mean? Like this is more on me. So like nah.
But isn't that like false precepts? Like
False.
you're like, because now it's like the conception of like, oh, okay,
Like this is what it's like
this
all
is
the
what it's
time.
like all the time, and then it's like if it's not like that the next time, then they're like,
Right.
like what's going on?
Yeah, no, that actually makes sense. You know what I mean? But I feel like it's like an experience. You know what I mean?
Right. Because you said you only
Like
tried
you've
it
done
that
things
one time.
bad, so, exactly. You know what I mean? Like you've done things in the bedroom and stuff, and you're like, well, like last night we was wilding. You know what I'm saying? But not to say that that's going to happen every time, but you know, every now and then, you know, I might have me a little bit more stamina. You know, I might be in the mood a little bit more, and boom. But yeah,
Right. Okay, so we're moving on to sex now. I mean, moving on. I mean, it's all kind of it's intertwined. So, in your opinion, what is the most important thing about sex? Like, and I ask because we're talking about men that have either the problem of getting hard, staying hard, or whether it's that or just lasting in general. What do you think?
communication is number one. What do you like?
Oh wow.
Initially, when we meet each other and you look good, I look good. Yes, we're gonna have sex. Boom. But it has to come to a point, maybe the second or third time. I'm gonna ask, what do you like? You like your toast up? You know, like you want me to eat your ass? Like, what do you like? Because we can't just keep faking it as if. And if you're not getting your needs met, then you know what I mean. And if I'm not getting my needs met, then why are we here? You know what I'm saying? So I'm very vocal about this is what I like. Do it like this. Try this. Da 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 da. You know what I'm saying? Like you have to communicate that because we're not just gonna keep having regular sex all the time. I'm gonna get tired of it because I'm not getting what I need. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So I'm very vocal. I'm gonna tell you, yo, this is what I need from you. Boom. And you with it. 9 times out of 10, they with it. You know what I'm saying? That other one, I ain't doing that. Okay, well, that's cool. Then we're not meant to be in the space. You know what I mean?
Right.
So communication is number one to me. Because I like sex. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm out here. So you know what I'm saying? Like
I'm out here.
yo. So yeah, I'm very vocal on what I like.
So do you think that the bedroom for you is like a sacred place and you need to feel that connection when you're doing it, which is why you're so vocal?
At times, yes, but a lot of my sex is brainless. You know what I mean? Like it's just like another notch on my belt type thing. You know what I mean? Like, but I am getting older though, and I am learning more that like the amount of women I have sex with doesn't validate who I am. You know what I mean? So like I'm trying to learn that and understand it's okay to be with one woman and chill and just vibe. You know what I mean? I'm on, okay, next conquer. So when I get into the bedroom, yes, there's certain people, you know, that I have like soul ties. I call them soul ties with where it is meaningful. But the other 70%, I'm just wowing. You know what I mean?
Okay. Do you have a question before I ask
Well,
my next
I
one?
just asked him my question.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
How do you feel about? So when we were doing our research, we seen that majority of men feel that it is weird to moan when receiving oral. How do you feel about that?
I mean, if that should feel good, that should feel good. Like, hell yeah, I'm gonna make a noise, and that gives her the clue that okay, I'm doing it right. You know what I'm saying? I'm not just gonna be sitting there silent. Listen, I know who I am sexually. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not Mr. Quiet Sex Man. I'm not. I can't do that. If
Right.
it feels good. It feels good. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But that goes back to the talking. Like, if you tell a woman, hey, oh no, she'll tell you, yo, when you moan, when you make it, that turns me on more. So that makes me want to do it even better. I'm like, okay, bet. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So we found off of each other now. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm not. Yeah, I don't like quiet sex. That's weird to me.
Okay. Super.
So what's off the table for sex for you? Like,
you are not inserting anything into me anally at all. You know, Pagan, you can't eat my ass though. I'm with that shit. You know what I'm saying? That shit feel good. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'm grown. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Somebody
like
else
shorty,
said that.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if shorty giving you head and, a little swipe, I'm like, oh shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, but you're not. You can cancel that. You can cancel Christmas. That ain't it.
He said cancel Christmas.
So do you? So okay. So what we did realize is that a lot of people don't kiss during sex. So do you kiss during sex, or does you know what I mean? What is it? How can I say it? Because yeah, a lot of people said that they don't kiss during sex. Like, that's a no go.
Question, because I see those memes all the time, and I'm like, how do y'all initiate sex thing? Y'all just go in the room and be like, take your pants off. Like, man,
exactly.
I'll be kissing, yo. I'll be kissing. Call me what you want. I'll be kissing. Because I'm like, how else do we get to this point? We just be like, yo, you know what I mean?
That's what I said. Like, what are you gonna do? Kiss you on your cheek? Like, what is supposed to
what's
happen?
What's going on? Like, is this a mutual
I'll be kissing. I'll be kissing, like, and it don't matter if any, you know what I mean, like any part of the actual sexual activity. So, like, if I'm done giving you head, I'm coming up and I'm kissing you, shorty. You know what I'm saying? Like, we kissing like that.
Right. I got a question. Like, if you could go back 10 years in your life and give yourself, the younger self, some what is it?
Sexual
advice.
What would you give yourself?
So, okay, so I'm 31 now, so that would put me at 21. It would be to warm up the pussy, right? So don't just try to stick it and then try to fuck. You know what I mean? Because a girl told me, yo, what the hell you doing? Why you? I'm like, huh? She like, you got to ease into this. I'm like, oh.
Remember, I told you that. Yeah. I told you that too.
Yeah.
Wow.
Because
like, oh, shit.
Yeah, because a lot of people just go straight to the bullseye, like, boy, let's go. And, and it's like.
Because I watch porn and all they do is they stick in it, they start ramming it.
Right.
Like, that's not real life. That's not real. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not how it works. Like, you got to, like, warm it up. You know what I mean? You got to ease into it. Like, start slow and then get into your rhythm. That's what I would tell myself. Don't just be trying to bullseye everything. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, porn does that to us. You know what I mean? Like, it makes this false sense of like, okay, this is how I'm supposed to do it. That's not real. You know what I mean? That's not how actual sex works. So yeah, that's what I would tell myself, is to warm it up, ease into it. It ain't going nowhere. It's right there.
It's right there. It ain't going nowhere.
You know what I'm saying? It's not going nowhere.
That was the best line
ever. That was the best line. It ain't going nowhere.
You know what I mean? Just ease in. It's all right. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like, I don't think you understand how many times I didn't heard what you in a rush for? Right. I'm right here. And I'd be like, sleep? The kids coming in? Like, what you mean?
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Okay.
Well, we appreciate you for calling in.
Oh yeah, of course. Thank you guys for having me. This is actually a really, really good, positive vibe. I like this.
Nice.
So maybe we'll catch you on another one then.
No, we definitely.
All
right. Talk to you soon.
All right, y'all.
Bye.
Later.
Wow.
So we've talked to.
We had 3 people.
3 people.
First of all, before you say that, we appreciate y'all so much.
I was about to say that.
Were you?
Yeah, I was about to say we had 3 totally different dope people, and we appreciate everybody that called in. No, it's fine. You're the host. This is Talk That Shit with Lala Melvin, featuring Siobhan Melvin.
Okay.
Nah, but I mean, I just the interaction from everybody is just
Yeah.
is amazing because we would have had more people, but we just don't
We
have
had
the
to
time.
cut. Yeah, we had to cut it
you know,
by like 2 people because it was.
the response was just so amazing.
It would have been, yeah, and I mean, really, the conversation can go on and on and on. I specifically put together a few questions so we could like guide the conversation, but I let it be known like wherever the conversation goes because.
Right.
You know, it's so many different opinions out in the world, and it's so many different things that we've been taught or that we've seen throughout our growing up, you know, young adolescents to adults and stuff. And everybody is it's a lot.
It's a
and
lot.
so the conversation could keep going and keep going. And so we had to make sure that we gave people enough time to talk about the things that they wanted to talk about.
I know, because we could have definitely went on with everybody.
Yeah.
More, because there's more. I mean, because once you ask one question, and you're like, damn, I want to ask this question because I definitely want to know now. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And then, you know, you keep elaborating. And, you know, everybody that came on, you guys had such like great spirits. Like,
Right.
like the energy
Didn't leave
was,
nothing out.
yeah,
Left
and
everything on the floor.
And I love that
Left
because
everything
when
on
I
the floor.
put the post on Facebook, I actually put it on all my social media, but when I put it up and the men started, because I put it up like, hey, it's very personal, so DM me and I'll let you know what the topic is. And I honestly, the 3 men that we had on, Dan, Drew, and Marcus, I did not expect you guys to be that open and honest.
I loved it. I
And
mean,
I loved every second.
Yeah, I loved it.
Every second. Like, you guys are amazing.
but like I said, that is the 1% that's going to talk about their experience.
Yeah.
You have the other 99. Oh, I'm saying, let's say 90%. That's going to be like, I'm not telling that business, or
Right.
I'm not going to say that I come too fast, or I've done these pills, or you know what I mean. I feel like that's where maturity comes in, where it's like, fuck,
This is like real shit. Like,
yeah, like this is
men
real.
are actually going through these things, and that's
Right.
why I put that question in there of, like, if you tried,
Mm-hmm.
did you have a partner, and did you consult with your partner? Because it's like, women have periods, right?
Right.
Men know we have periods, but it's a lot of men that don't know the things that go on in our periods.
Right.
Like, when we got together,
I knew you was gonna
oh
do
my
that.
God,
I knew you was gonna do
he
that.
was, first of all, he was so knowledgeable
Right.
about the menstrual cycle.
Right.
And then as like years and years, kept going, there would be things that I would tell him, be like, damn, like, y'all go through a lot.
Right.
Men go through a lot too. Y'all may
Right.
not go through as much as us as women, but men go through a lot too. And I feel like if you're not having that conversation, with your family and friends, then your partner, especially if you're in like a deeply committed relationship, like, your
Right.
partner should definitely be that person that you're having that conversation with. It shouldn't be something that you're embarrassed about. Easier said than done, I know. But at the same time, it's like, how do you expect her
the
to be
bond, though.
accepting of whatever the situation may be if
Right.
no one is having that conversation? So, like when Marcus just said, the most important thing for him is communication. Like,
I need to know.
I was
what
like,
you
wow, because it's not really something that we think about.
Right.
Nobody's going into sex like, okay, tell me what you like. They already think, oh, all men like this.
Nah.
All women like this. And it's like, no, absolutely not.
I feel like when I got with you, I listened to your body to know exactly what you like.
And I still do even now.
Yeah,
Because
we
ain't
gonna
that's
talk
a
about
whole nother story.
that.
But
yeah.
yeah.
And I feel like that's a form of communication. Like, okay, cool. Like, okay, cool. You know what I mean? Like, I get it. But like, I wanted to piggyback off you talking about the menstrual thing. I knew, like, I was informative. You know what I mean? But
you were informed.
I was informed.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And I was very like aware of it. But it's like, I still wanted to know, like, what can make it better? How can we do better? What's better for you? What do you like to eat around these times? Like, I'm just always making sure that it's on my radar to be like, oh, it's 7 days before. I know you want some
Let me
chocolate.
tell you, there's been times where he's known my period better than me. Okay.
I mean, you have to.
Like, every pregnancy, he knew I was pregnant before I even knew that I was missing a
knew
period.
it.
Like, babe, where's your period? And I'm like, huh?
I knew it.
He's like, where's your period?
Mm-hmm.
And
She'd
I'm
be like,
I look at my phones, you know, we keep, well, I know a lot of women that do. I don't know if every woman does, but we keep, you know, track of our periods and our little apps and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Now I would look at my app and be like, oh, shit.
I'm like,
I was supposed to have a period like 3 weeks ago.
right.
I don't know. And then, you know, so yeah, I just think it's important, especially if you're in a relationship, to be very open and honest.
Right.
You know, not just for her sake, but for yours, you know, because what if she is that kind of woman that's like, oh, okay, well, you got this problem and I don't care if you take pills, you can't do shit for me.
It's women out there.
At least you know who she is now. You ain't got to worry about if she finds out. You feel me? Like,
yeah,
it's just a lot of shit.
The world is a fucked up place.
Yeah, and it's a lot of shit that the world doesn't speak on or doesn't talk about, and especially with men, because y'all supposed to be so all the time, and it's like, y'all don't have to be
so
that.
What?
Y'all don't have to be that. Like, it's not that deep, especially if you with somebody that's like, not bitch. If you're with somebody that just accepts you completely for everything
What
that
the
you
hell just
are.
happened?
I don't know why bitch came out my mouth, but it did. But yeah, like that, those we already love talking to each other, you know. So
sometimes I gotta shut the fuck up because we'll have too many conversations, and I'll be like,
I don't think there's a such thing as having too many conversations.
No,
I
because
think
some of these times
we have the conversations that mean the most.
But
We
some of
even
those
have dumb conversations.
Yeah, because even some of those conversations, I'll be like, damn, I want to talk about this on the podcast. Fuck it, let's just talk.
And sometimes we'll talk and then we'll carry on or carry it into a podcast. Hold on, baby.
Right.
Hold on, Colin. I'm sorry. But yeah, like y'all energy was so, like it matched ours, and I love that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like we've talked to people where they're like, not necessarily even on the podcast, just in general, and it's so dead and dull.
Right.
And there's not really much substance behind the conversation, in the sense of like, again, like, oh, that shying away from the conversation. And it's like, no, like we need and want people to speak that are going to be completely open and honest about, you know, the shit that goes on, because if there's no one doing it, no one will do it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Nope.
so I don't know. We genuinely, like, we had a ball.
Right.
Talking to y'all. Like, we had a ball. We loved it.
We need to start doing this more often.
I know. I can't wait to get studio space, though, because when we get studio space.
Yeah. I mean, should we tell them what we doing? We're taking our...
Thoroughly enjoyed
I loved it.
talking to. I just think it was just like the whole, just everybody just being like, like this is like real life. Like, bitch, I'm not fucking scared. Like,
suck them toes.
Yeah, I'm gonna say what I like, what I don't like, what goes on, what doesn't go. Like, I just loved it.
Right.
I loved it. So much fun. So thank y'all again.
Right.
I had a ball.
So,
That was
ready
great.
to go? You ready to go?
Yeah, we gonna close this out. Y'all just listen to
Talk That Shit
with the Melvins.
We out this thing.
Bye.
Peace out.